In my previous video, I saw the livelihood of the missing people, their old village, how they keep their cattle, and how they spend their time. In this episode, I want to show you the traditional house and explain a little about it. Also, the feast and food that we had there. I mentioned in the previous video that the missing people live on the riverbank of the Brahmaputra river and build their houses above the water. They have been living like this since their forefathers. It is so interesting how they adapt to live like this and not fear the flood of the Brahmaputra river during the monsoon. They have a very interesting history and reasons, but I will keep it for another time. This is the house of the missing people, Shankar. It is mostly built with bamboo and the roofs are made of thatch. The platform is built above the ground, about 5 feet, with bamboo that looks like a fence with holes. Upon asking why they build above the ground, they said, it is a respect for the water and giving them their rightful space. At first, we thought it was only to escape the flood during the rainy season, but that was just another part of it. During the season, the ground is almost flooded with water, which I could not film because it's off season now. And beneath the platform, they keep the cattle like pigs, ducks, chickens, and other things. We spent the night here and it was so pleasant. Alright, welcome to the Shankar. We are in the kitchen right now. This is a very typical kitchen or the traditional house of this missing community. So it's very different from any other houses like I've seen anywhere. And it's very different and it's very nice. And yeah, the way it has been built is very different. We have this floor and beneath there is a ground and there's a small like bowls and they have built this platform over the ground so that to avoid flood during the summer, you know. So usually this missing community they reside beside the Brahmaputra river like from forefathers' time. So whenever there's a flood, when the water level rises and then they will escape the flood. So in order to escape from the flood, this is a house it has been built, to avoid the flood. So there is a hole and it's nicely built with the bamboo. There's a hole we can see beneath on the ground, and not only that, on the ground, and we can see the cattle, the chickens, the big dogs, and everything beneath this platform, this floor. So it's very nice. It's very windy. Also this environment is very nice because there's a Brahmaputra just beside and there's a wind. There's not much of humidity like any other places. So it's very nice, very calm. The weather is very pleasant and. Yeah, this is a typical kitchen of missing community. I really liked it, and we are preparing the lunch, and we have this fish being roasted to the fire. Yeah, this the owner of the house, uncle and auntie, and we have their kids. Yeah, this is a typical days in missing community kitchen. So we are just having a good time, and of course like my friends like Ankur and Pramod. कैसा लग रहा है?
अच्छा लग रहा है।
अच्छा लग रहा है।
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
खौर बहुत भाला है। खुशी पाऊँ। The next day we went to the island to spend time while the locals were fishing. Our local who hosted us were not lucky enough, but we brought a catfish from other fishermen for lunch. Fishing and selling fish are also another main source of income for the people there. ये है ब्रह्मपुत्र का मछली का एक्सपर्ट नहीं है लेकिन ये कैटफिश हो गया ये बड़ा है कितना किलो होगा ये
तो 4.5 किलो
4.5 किलो
और 100 रुपया में দিব লাগে
बाबा This one weighed around 4.5 kilo. This is a catfish. Look at the dude. I mean, both sharp. This is very sharp. So for lunch, we are gonna have this and tasty dog, na?
बहुत टेस्टी हुआ
Yeah, this
It's
is for the
mostly-
lunch. We just brought this with around 1600. Yeah, this is very fresh from the river. चलो
तुम्हारे जैसा दाढ़ी भी है उसका मूस
एक भिडियो लो स्लो मोशन में करो
দুনে সারা ঘুমনাগো 20 টাকা
We are having a small snacks now. So we have this catfish that we caught in the morning. Not we, but by the owner of this house. And we have this brown, local brown from Brahmaputra, and this one is wild apple. And I don't know, they have cooked it, and it looks very delicious. So let me have this and see how is it taste. So wild apple, I have never had wild apple before. So let me see how is it. It looks delicious. It's very delicious, and right away I can feel, it's sour in taste. It's very nice. It is very nice. It is sour. This is brown. I hope everyone knows how it tastes like. I won't have to eat. Yeah. And this is catfish roasted in the fire. Yeah. Let me have it. It is nice. Just like, I guess, I mean, like anything, any meat or like fish that roasted in the fire tastes more better than like being cooked in a board or anything. Yeah, this one much delicious, and let's not taste this one, but I'm sure that this is going to be very delicious. Let me have it like. Wow, this is delicious. I mean, I had very little knowledge about this tribe, and I wasn't prepared to do a serious documentary about them. Also, it was September, and I knew I would not see any house flooded with water. Anyhow, I wanted to see the village and explore, and spend some time with friends and relax. I have traveled to a lot of places, and each of them has a different and unique culture. This is one of them. I like to visit again during the season and film them while it's flooded and how the people cope with it. For the missing people, it is their way of life. They understand and adapt as the river keeps changing routes. They move with the flow